So we had an enormous rainstorm come through with temperatures dropping pretty quickly, and so I needed to get Minnie out of the rain and into a stall. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to video how I caught her, so I got her into a stall once her halter was off, and I wanted to show you guys how I worked on that and what the pieces that went into that were. So here she is in the stall. It's a little easier to work with her in the stall because, quarters are a little more closed, but there's still quite a bit of her worry wanting to get away to the right. But I have a little more, I have a few more parameters here in the stall to make it a little bit easier for me. So I'm basically just thinking about her tipping her head to the left when she can, softening her head a little, and then I'm going to take the halter away. I'd like her to not wear this halter anymore, and so if she can let me handle her head, then she can have that halter off. I prefer to get the halters off if they come wearing halters as soon as I can, because I can't imagine it's too comfortable. So I'm tipping her head a little left, using the halter itself to help her soften her head to me so that the equipment loses its association as something that pulls on her and becomes something that she gives to. And horses that go into pressure are more likely to hurt themselves and get into wrecks. So it's super, super important, not just so that she's easy to handle, but so that she doesn't hurt herself, so that she doesn't pull back and hurt herself in the trailer, or pull back and cause herself some damage somewhere if she gets stuck in something. So this is really just to set her up for a lifetime of confidence. So I really want her to look on this piece of equipment as something that she can soften to, something that she can understand. And you can see her expression is a little happier, her eyes a little softer. She's still kind of got some worry, but we have a lot more experiences for her with being anxious and being scared than she does with being okay. So it's going to take quite a bit of practice. And as you can see, there's a lot of worry that comes up when her head is being handled, and she thinks a lot of escaping. So, and she has quite a bit of strength for such a little girl, so she can really put some effort into bolting. So I don't want to hold her in any way or let her feel confined, but I definitely want her to feel like there are parameters that she can work under. So here she's starting to be okay with kind of keeping her head wrapped around to the left. Anytime that we exert force, there's going to be more worry in the horse and more tension and more feeling like she has to escape. I'm just going to see if I can get her jaw to release, because that little jaw is so tense. She's letting me touch her more. With horses that are a little on the feral side, we tend to think of getting them to let us touch them. And unfortunately, we can get to where they allow it, but they don't really feel good about it. So helping her understand the meaning of this feel is really, really important. Is what does this feel mean for you? When my hand goes on your face, it means tip your head toward me. That way she can know what's expected, know what the gear means, know what is expected of her throughout her life, and how to operate in our human confines, because there are pressures in every aspect of domestic living, and we can't have a horse be happy and comfortable and relaxed if they don't understand how to give to pressure. So here I'm just seeing if she'll follow the halter a little. There's some thought of going to the right, and then there's a thought of going to the left, so that's where I'll release. When there's a thought of going to the left, there's the release, and off comes the halter.